Do windfall profit taxes work?
No, and especially not at a time when you're asking oil producers to also raise production, right? Because there is a bit of a supply crunch. So no, the answer is no.
I go back, Amrita, to Lyndon Baines Johnson and the idea of an investment tax credit. Now, Sunak is going to fold in here. If you invest, you don't pay as much tax. What kind of investment program spurs oil production?
The problem right now is that, we do need investment for sure. And to your question, what kind of investment spurs oil production? You're talking about investment in the North Sea. And that is not overnight. You are going to still look for, or you need to first and foremost find the oil. But again, you can, there are small fields that can still be extracted, and you can get some tieback projects, which are pretty quick. So say within a year, you could get oil out. But these are small volumes you're talking about, maybe 40, 50,000 barrels per day rather than hundreds of thousands of barrels per day, which is what we'll need. If anything, we probably need in the millions of barrels per day. For that, you need a sustained investment program. And, particularly the UK North Sea is a declining asset. Norway, on the other hand, actually has much better prospects. So it's not that lucrative to necessarily invest. But having said that, there are still assets which oil majors over here could extract oil from. And if the tax incentive is right, I think the world needs that oil, and they would be more than keen to develop that, except, of course, that there are ESG pressures on them as well. So that is always going to be the tension, whether shareholders necessarily want them to invest in oil and gas, regardless of the tax structure.
If the United States affects a British equivalent in a windfall profits tax, what does that do to a gallon of gas?
Well, I'll say this much. I think at least producers we speak to in the U.S. have said the administration has considered it and probably still is. You will see U.S. shale production fall. Because, again, what's the incentive? Much like in the UK, what's the incentive in the US to continue producing if you're just going to be taxed? And if that happens, then crude prices go up even further.
Yeah.
Refining was already constrained. So, gasoline prices are already high. And, of course, it's going to make matters worse. But the crude price will definitely rise.